Did Mykelti marry her father?
Ooh, usually they say daughters marry their fathers, especially if he's one of those traumatic ones.
Well, you said that happens usually if you have not healed and addressed the trauma.
Your childhood trauma, yes.
Yes,
when you're not, then you end up marrying someone like your daddy because you know that's what you're comfortable with. It's familiar, and you have not healed. Because when you have healed, you see familiarities and you run the other way. You say, "Oh, I've seen this before." You don't go into it like unaware.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You recognize it for what it is. You see it. You say, "Ah, this looks familiar. Yes, I must move on the other direction."
Did we introduce ourselves?
This is Amma.
And Mary. And we invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below, you all, because we're going to get right into this video, y'all.
Tony.
Yeah. You know,
Tony, a miniature Cody.
Yeah, you know, because I remember Mykelti saying that Tony reminded her of Cody. And, you know, I want to just let's just go together. Let's just sit down. Let's just sit down, get a little cup of tea.
All right.
And let's do some analysis on Tony. I feel like one comparison between Tony and Cody, I would say, he's all up in the soup and yagba soup, all in the goosey soup, in the fufu, in the rice pop. I really do think he's too much in the family business. For
he
one,
is a gossip.
But
That's
also Cody is a gossip because he stays talking bad about the wives and they're spreading their business. Like that whole thing about stretch marks and how I remember when Robin said some really crazy, outlandish stuff. She was like, you know, no, it was on the interview. She said, you know, after
she gained weight after birth.
No, she didn't say that. She said something. She tried to elude. She tried to compare marriage to weight gain and being fat. She said, you know, because after you have been in a marriage for a long time, you know, you put on weight, you get stretch marks, you get unattractive. In front of Sukio, who is not a skinny woman. Like, she said all that. And then my thing is like, how the hell do you know these women have stretch marks?
I know.
But how do you know that?
Because Cody, like Toby. What's his name? Toby. Sorry, Lord have mercy. I don't want to call him a Toby because he's fat. But Cody. Lord have mercy. Sorry. Toby. Okay, yes. Because Cody like Tony.
Well, he has lost the weight now. They both have.
Mykelti looks really good. Tony still looks chubby.
Yeah, a little bit. He has to tone up.
Anywho.
But yeah.
Yeah. So Tony, like Cody, is a gossip. That's one.
Then also a little judgmental, I would say.
Very judgmental. Tony is very judgmental, and so is Cody. Very judgmental. Now, I wonder if the whole self-aware stuff is not there.
Do you think he's self-aware?
You know, I don't
really know him well enough to say if he's self-aware, and I haven't seen that much.
Remember when he was, like, with the family, he'll say outrageous things with the family, like what you said, him telling Christine.
I feel like he was way too comfortable with the family.
Yeah.
But you know why I think that is? Because she was spilling all of her secrets already. So he felt very comfortable. I also felt like he was too bold. Cody is also way too bold, way too big for his britches.
There has to be decorum.
There's no decorum
when
with those
you
two.
come into a woman's family. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some decorum because that shows some kind of respect.
A little
for
fear
the family
as well.
Yes.
So you have to think highly of them.
When you come in and you all comfortable and saying all kinds of stuff out the side of your ASS, like, I got a problem with that, you know, because someone like that, he will never control himself in a public forum when he needs to. Someone like that will embarrass a woman,
right,
in front of people. They will act the fool. Like if you guys are quarreling or something and you happen to go outside in public, they will act the fool. Someone like that who doesn't have decorum, who cannot even do it when they are meeting the woman's family, somebody like that, And he wasn't like, anytime he came, he had something odd to say. Every time he visited Mykelti's people,
yeah,
he had something odd to say.
Yeah.
And I felt he was bordering on that line of disrespectful, lack of decorum, lack of being able to read the room. And someone like that, Mykelti, when she goes out, she knows she walking on eggshells. Was he gonna say something outlandish? I can't stand people like that. But you do you, boo, Mykelti. We'll see how it works out in the long run.
Also, I just want to cap off with this. I also feel like it's so important for men to be able to do their own thing outside of their wife. I also think it's important for a woman to be able to do stuff outside of her husband. I feel like women can handle it more or whatever. So. They definitely can, but men cannot. I feel like men definitely have to have their own thing going on. Because I feel like if you feel like you have to be attached to your wife in order to get your own income or whatever, there's going to be competition. There's also going to be resentment.
Yes.
I don't know what he does for work. If somebody has legitimate facts and can prove it to me,
you don't believe the woman or the man who say he work in a bank? No. Is that a co-worker? Are you a co-worker?
Come out of hiding.
Or maybe they're thinking the pawn shop is a bank.
No, someone said they heard that he had worked in a bank in earlier things. But if you guys have evidence, please go down.
Before he met Mykelti, we're talking about right now. I talk about before he met this woman.
Listen, please, you guys. We have things linked in our description of every video. Please send us information to our email, and we will get back to you in a quick time frame.
Yes, in a jiffy.
Yes, but please let us know if you have legitimate evidence of where Tony works. We will shout you out, and we will talk about that on the next video.
Yeah.
But we need to know, so we're working with facts.
Yeah.
Because we don't need nobody coming to say, to come sue us, because we ain't got no money. Yeah, so I feel like
sue us. This is allegedly. We're not saying that for sure.
Everything is allegedly on this channel. Matter of fact, we gonna put it on a. Anyway, let me not say it because let's somebody come steal our design. But yes, I feel like he has to have his own anatomy, and him sitting down here, yes, on Patreon does pay good money.
Yes,
it does pay well.
Yes,
but you definitely have to do your own thing.
Yes,
outside of your wife.
Cody. What's this
outside of your wife. So that's my thing. There's nothing wrong with you having a YouTube channel with your wife, but make sure you have your own YouTube channel. If you're not looking for your wife,
have your own autonomy. Like
have your own job.
Yes, I mean,
there's nothing wrong with working for home,
especially when you're just together. This marriage is still fairly new. I know you got 3 kids, but it's isn't it under 5 years? I'm thinking it's under 5 years. The marriage.
Yeah.
So,
but I also have a huge. It's a red flag for me when a man has a woman popping babies out like they Snickers. You know what I'm saying? That's a red flag for me. You know, there's nothing wrong with, hey, I got pregnant on the wedding night, but even that's a little suspect.
That's what Cody did.
Because where's the self-control? And like, especially if your wife has told you, look, I don't want no kids, and then you go and purposefully get me pregnant. Oh, we got a problem.
That's what Cody did, because you got. Some of these kids are so close in age.
My thing is, it seemed like to me in the trailer, Cody went from one bedroom to the next one after he got his rocks off. Like, he was just a jackrabbit. But mind you, his kids were eating bread off a bakery floor, and they were in poverty. So how you having so much sex when you broke? Well, that is beyond me.
Well, you know something? It's usually when they're broke that they do have all that S. You know why? Because they're using that as comfort for the brokenness.
You should be going to get a damn job. A job.
Or an extra job, Cody. I know you were selling guns and stuff. I mean, allegedly, they say he was selling guns. That's what he does. He goes to these gun places and sells guns.
That's why he strikes me as someone who is conservative, and he also does not strike me as somebody who's liberal. There ain't nothing wrong being conservative. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Nobody. Yeah, for sure. We both are.
I've heard, I have conservative values and stuff like
old-fashioned values, for sure.
Yeah.
But you don't be sitting out here faking like you're a liberal when you're really not. Because also somebody said they cut off Leon as soon as she decided to transition, which that will be another video.
No, I think that Leon. Well, that'll be.
No, we're talking about Cody and Robin cut her off specifically.
Oh, got you.
That's what a subscriber is alleging. Everything is allegedly on this channel. Okay.
Yes. So wow. So Tony has. I cannot call this man Toby no more. Tony has a lot of Cody's traits then.
I mean, now that we're calling it out, I was just like, because we were like, what video should we make today? I was like, well, let's talk about Tony and Kody because the subscriber talked about it.
So he probably has a lot of influence on Mykelti. He might kind of prod her and push her to do certain things.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes when a woman has children so quickly, it's like they're tired. Their body is tired. Their mind is tired. They don't want to fight about certain things.
I can't imagine having twins. I mean, I've always wanted to have twins. That way I can have like as little pregnancies as possible. But can you imagine the toll on your body having 2 kids and having to push out 2 water? Oh my God.
And so it seems like she's in a vulnerable stage. So probably when Tony says certain things, she's just like, yeah, fine, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Because of where she is. Poor thing.
Yeah, y'all. But it is a Mary.
And Alma.
Leave a like.
Subscribe.
And comment down below.
Now, is Tony a narcissist? Like I feel like Cody is.
We have to sign up back to their Patreon if we have to
get down and let us know what you think.
Yes, y'all.